Let's be completely honest. For most men over 50, that first morning cup of coffee is the only thing keeping the engine running. You wake up feeling heavy, pour that dark roast, and for a brief, glorious moment, it feels like your life is back on track. But 2 hours later, the inevitable crash hits. You don't just feel tired, you feel completely drained, unfocused, and a little bit flat inside. Here is the uncomfortable medical truth. Your morning coffee might be waking up your brain, but it is quietly exhausting your masculinity. I am Dr. Anya, and my clinic specializes in male vitality and longevity. What I am about to share didn't start in a medical journal. It started right in my own kitchen. My husband was exactly like many of my patients, working incredibly hard, but his internal spark was rapidly fading. His mornings were a struggle, and he clung to his plain black coffee like a life raft. That is, until I introduced one simple natural teaspoon into his mug. Within days, his entire biology shifted, and that youthful spark came roaring back. This is not a prescription pill, and it is not a temporary stimulant. It is pure natural biochemistry that works with your aging hormones instead of fighting against them. To understand why this single teaspoon is so powerful, we have to look at what is actually happening inside your body every single morning. When you wake up after the age of 50, your cortisol, which is your primary stress hormone, spikes sharply. This is nature's alarm clock. However, if you are carrying chronic stress, that cortisol stays dangerously high. Here is the critical biological rule you must understand. Cortisol and testosterone operate on a strict seesaw. The higher your stress hormones rise, the more your masculine drive gets violently pushed down. When you pour a strong, plain cup of coffee into that environment, the caffeine doesn't balance the system, it shocks it. It forces your adrenal glands to dump even more cortisol into your bloodstream, locking your body into a permanent state of fight or flight that burns out your metabolism and crushes your natural testosterone production before noon. So, is plain coffee the enemy? Absolutely not. Coffee is a fantastic antioxidant, but right now you are drinking it raw and unprotected. Think of black coffee like pressing the gas pedal of a vintage sports car without putting any oil in the engine. It starts fast, but it rapidly burns the system from the inside out. What your aging body desperately needs in the morning is metabolic modulation. This brings us to the first teaspoon hack, the Clean Fuel Accelerator. I am not talking about adding sugar or artificial creamers. I am talking about one single teaspoon of high-quality MCT oil or clarified butter, known as ghee. When you drink plain coffee, your body burns glucose for a quick rush, which guarantees a brutal mid-morning crash. MCT oil works entirely differently. These medium-chain triglycerides bypass normal digestion and go straight to your liver, where they are instantly converted into ketones. Ketones are a premium, ultra-clean energy source for your brain and muscles, providing a sustained, stable burn instead of a frantic, shaky spike. When you combine the natural accelerator of caffeine with the premium gasoline of MCT oil, the clinical results are profound. You completely eliminate that unpredictable roller coaster energy cycle. Instead, you get laser-focused, calm, and confident power that lasts straight through to lunchtime. When my husband made this 1 teaspoon switch, that invisible afternoon wall he used to hit completely vanished. He stopped reaching for sugary snacks at 3 in the afternoon because his body was finally fueled correctly. But beyond just providing steady energy, this specific fat blend does something vital for men over 50. It stabilizes your blood sugar and dramatically improves your insulin sensitivity. By buffering the harsh caffeine hit with healthy fats, you prevent the insulin spikes that directly contribute to stubborn, age-related belly fat. Simply blend it for 10 seconds until it forms a creamy foam. It tastes incredible and protects your metabolism. This is the ultimate morning foundation. But physical energy is only half the battle. Now we must talk about the second teaspoon, the one that reignites your masculine fire. Now, let us discuss the second teaspoon, the one specifically designed to reignite your internal fire. Every man wants to feel that deep internal drive again, that unmistakable spark of masculine power and confidence. Believe it or not, reclaiming that vitality starts right in your morning coffee with 1 teaspoon of pure maca root powder. Maca is an ancient natural adaptogen utilized for centuries by warriors and farmers in the high Andes of Peru to dramatically boost stamina, mental focus, and physical desire. Unlike chemical stimulants that force your body into an artificial reaction, an adaptogen gently helps your system adapt to daily stress and naturally balances your hormone production. Remember that cortisol testosterone seesaw we discussed earlier? Maca acts as a brilliant biological buffer. It actively lowers your circulating cortisol, the stress hormone that silently kills your testosterone. By removing that heavy burden of stress from your adrenal glands, Maca allows your body to safely and naturally ramp up its own testosterone production. By naturally rebalancing your hormones, Maca stabilizes your nervous system so you feel incredibly calm, steady, and uniquely powerful throughout the day. But its most profound effect happens in the brain. Maca physically wakes up the specific neurological pathways linked to desire, ambition, and motivation, rekindling both your inner spark for life and your stamina in the bedroom. When my husband first added Maca to his morning routine, my initial goal was simply to help his stressful mood. But the results shocked us both. He started smiling more, working with a renewed sense of purpose, and by the evening, instead of crashing on the couch in exhaustion, he was radiating energetic life force. As a bonus, it tastes fantastic, adding a warm, nutty, almost butterscotch flavor that blends beautifully with your coffee, especially when paired with the MCT oil. Just 1 single teaspoon a day can profoundly shift your internal chemistry toward optimal balance, robust strength, and unshakable confidence. If your primary issue with aging is physical stiffness, slow recovery, or constant aches, the third teaspoon might be the most critical of them all. We are no longer just talking about mental energy or hormones. We are talking about your fundamental physical structure. I am referring to 1 teaspoon of pure collagen peptides. I know exactly what you are thinking. Isn't collagen just a beauty product that women use for their skin and nails? Yes, but for men over 50, collagen is a vital biological building block. It is the literal glue that keeps your tendons, ligaments, muscles, and gut lining intact and functioning properly. After the age of 40, your body's natural production of collagen simply drops off a cliff. That is exactly when you start experiencing sore knees, a stiff lower back, and frustrating digestive issues. Drinking highly acidic black coffee on an empty stomach can severely aggravate that gut lining. But when you add a single teaspoon of completely flavorless, instantly dissolving collagen peptides into your morning mug. You build invisible strength into your body before you even leave the house. This structural upgrade does something incredible for your overall male vitality. First, it actively repairs your intestinal lining, which sharply reduces systemic inflammation and dramatically improves how your body absorbs crucial nutrients from your food. Second, it accelerates your joint and muscle recovery, allowing you to move through your day feeling lighter and far more flexible. But here's the ultimate longevity secret. Collagen is densely packed with glycine, a powerful amino acid that significantly deepens your sleep quality. Deep, restorative sleep is exactly when your body produces its largest surge of natural testosterone. Better sleep directly equals better hormones. When my husband added collagen to his routine, the physical changes were undeniable. Within weeks, his morning stiffness vanished, his digestion calmed completely, and his focus sharpened because his internal inflammation plummeted. Furthermore, collagen is incredibly satiating. It acts as a natural appetite suppressant, keeping you comfortably full for hours and entirely eliminating that mid-morning hunger crash. Now, here's what most men get completely wrong. Once they learn about these three powerful hacks, the MCT oil, the Maca root, and the collagen peptides, they try to dump all three into their mug every single morning. But that is not how your aging biology works. The real magic happens when you logically cycle them, giving your system exactly what it needs at the precise right time. Think of it like tuning a high-performance engine. Some days you need sheer horsepower, other days you need stability, and sometimes you just need structural maintenance. Let me give you the exact senior longevity protocol to use this week. For your busy weekdays, use the Clean Fuel Accelerator. Add 1 teaspoon of MCT oil or ghee to your morning coffee. This work mode formula provides unshakable stamina, calm energy, and deep focus straight until lunch. When the weekend arrives, switch to the Hormonal Shield. Mix in 1 teaspoon of maca root powder 2 or 3 days a week. This restores that vibrant social spark, perfectly timing your peak vitality for the weekend or a date night so you truly feel like yourself again. And for your structural recovery, use the Pure Collagen Peptides daily. This is your long game foundation, quietly rebuilding your gut lining, protecting your joints, and securing your testosterone-boosting sleep year after year. The true secret that separates average men from champions is consistency. Commit to this simple, intentional ritual for 3 full weeks. You will experience steadier focus, a much smoother mood, deeper sleep, and that unmistakable spark of youthful energy returning. And when your partner finally looks at you and asks what has changed, just smile and tell her it is the coffee. Tell me in the comments below, which teaspoon are you starting with tomorrow morning? The clean fuel, the hormonal spark, or the long-term builder? If you found this medical consultation helpful, tap the like button, subscribe to the channel, and share this video with a man in your life who still drinks plain coffee. I am Dr. Anya. Remember, aging is not about losing your fire. It is about learning exactly how to feed it. Stay sharp, stay strong, and keep your mornings intentional.